ChatGPT is too much for me. And I mean, and I've been using it for 3 years as of like last month, November. It feels way too much. And okay, well, as I get myself, I know I'm live. I just can't. And I don't know how many other people in the industry feel like ChatGPT is if it's just like another thing that I need to learn. Maybe it's Gemini. Maybe my company decided to adopt Copilot. And Copilot just pops up in your email, and you're just thinking, it's too much. And I don't even know where to start. And for some of us, some of you may have been using ChatGPT for quite some time and you still are like frustrated, like it drives you insane. So I'm doing a few things, so forgive me. It's driving me crazy, and I say that because even now, like sometimes when I go live, I ask ChatGPT to like organize my thoughts. I write all my thoughts down and like what are the three main points that I'm trying to get to? And I can't even get to it because it gives me like this idea and this is what you should do. And what were you thinking? And why aren't you thinking that way? And I'm like, I can't. I don't even want to. So what do you do when ChatGPT is too much? And I don't even know what that is. So forgive me because I am looking at my screen and just kind of reorganizing because live is interesting. And for some of you who are great at going live or doing videos, give us grace because as you know, we all start somewhere. And this is my somewhere. If I don't know, I should back up. My age in the late 1970s, actually, I don't even know if it's late because yeah, 1970s. I was born in the 70s. And we didn't have internet. And even if there was internet may have been available, but it wasn't available to the layman. It wasn't available to me. And when I was in high school in the 80s, I had access to the computer, but I was learning things like Lotus, Excel. Excel was not available. Those of you that are like, yeah, Lotus 1, 2, 3. And I learned DOS. Like I learned some programming language in high school, Fortran and Pascal. I learned how to type. Like now people are pecking. I've seen people at work typing like this, like that. That's not a thing anymore. Writing for some people may not be a thing. And I don't know how many of you graduated from college and you had to use a typewriter to write all your papers out. And now we jump past search engines and all this tech, and ChatGPT feels like too much some days. And I can get caught in like the abyss, like I'm falling, the Alice in Wonderland hole. I don't even know what people call it. The noise. And it's so much. And I wonder why people are like, I don't want to use it. I don't even care. Or they hear about it and they're thinking, I don't want to know about it because I don't want it to stop me from thinking. And I can't say that it has stopped me from thinking, but sometimes it'll give me ideas and I'm thinking that is not what I want. None of it. So, for those of you that are like, what in the world is she talking about? You can Google it. What is ChatGPT? It is a tool that you can use to help you do simple things or really complex things. And that seems real like what is she talking about? That's ambiguous. Like I don't even know what she's talking about. So it doesn't stop you from thinking, but you might think it does. And you basically go into a platform and it's generative pre-trained transformer. So it has been trained to answer a question. Like if you go to Google and ask it a question, it might find something like a YouTube video that might answer your question. But if you go into ChatGPT, you can ask it a question and it might be able to answer it. You can ask it to do something for you and it probably will do it for you. I like asking it to make me a sandwich. It's not going to jump out of the computer, which, makes my brain think like, ooh, what if it did? And go to the kitchen and make me a sandwich. But it might make me an image of a sandwich. It can do that. It the things that it can do can help simplify your work. The things that it can't do is be you. It feels like sometimes it takes over and it can be overwhelming. Like I spent 20 minutes in ChatGPT to organize my thoughts about what I wanted to do. And then I realized my topic and discussion right now is basically letting people know that it's too much. Sometimes you just need to turn it off and go do your own work. And right now I'm live on YouTube, and if you are watching, feel free, ask me a question. And I'm looking at the chat. You may not know where to start. You may not know what to do. And as I look at the chat, because I just want to test the chat, because sometimes we have to test. Well, I just say hi. I'm saying hi to myself. Just want to see if it pops up. It's if you are an entrepreneur, if you are in any type of business and your company hasn't started with ChatGPT, let's just say you probably will get left behind. And you know that that's true if you're in a school district, for example, and we tend to be 10 years behind. Parents and children will probably be very good at using generative AI or ChatGPT before a lot of us. Like, because they have access to it at home, they can choose to use it at their own free will. Sometimes school districts won't give us access to things, and I'm not saying even the school districts that I'm in doesn't, because we have different access. We have the privilege of letting it and helping, letting it help us think. Um, but sometimes we get to a point where we're not using the new tool effectively and we don't know where to begin. So, how can you begin to use ChatGPT? Well, I would just tell you start with something simple. I, for a little while, I was saying, yeah, if you're doing it all wrong, if you're just using it as a recipe, but maybe that's where you need to start. Maybe you needed to just edit that email. Maybe you needed to just give you some trip ideas because you want to go to Italy and you don't know where to start. Maybe you want to ask it to tell you where to go in Dubai where you don't have to pay, $3,000 a night, like off the beaten path. Those are places you could start. And if you're a parent and you know your child is using it and you're thinking they're just using it as a tool, I would caution you to get into it, make sure that they're using it to help them get better at the homework or get better at the learning, and not as a counselor, because it's not a counselor, it's not a therapist. It will tell you you are fantastic and wonderful and make you feel all fuzzy inside. You don't want that, because it's not a therapist. We need a human for that. We need humans to do the connection part. We don't need a bot to do that. If any of you ever saw the Jetsons, and they had the maid and George would talk to the maid and the maid seemed empathetic ish, they're bots. Or if you ever saw the movie I, Robot, and Sonny and Will Smith's character, because I can't think of his name in the movie right now, Sonny became emotional. And Sonny, whether you think Sonny is a girl or a boy, because I actually thought Sonny was a girl. I think my sister thought Sonny was a boy. Sonny was told to do something horrific, and Sonny did it. So bots, they're not human. You are the human. So when you get into generative AI and you've never used generative AI, take a step back and realize it can feel like a lot. Anything you do that is new is a lot. Even me being live on YouTube, for me, is a lot. Like getting started, taking that first step is difficult for me. But what I have learned is that taking the first step, putting on your shoes, if you want to go for a run for the first time, you've got to start somewhere. If we all learned how to, well, maybe not everybody, but those of you that learned how to ride a bike, you had to start somewhere. And that somewhere is taking the first step, getting into generative AI. And I have a few videos on YouTube that tell you how to create an account and how to create a ChatGPT account. If you have Google and you pay for Google, you automatically get access to Gemini. It's still free. It's in your Google suite on the right side, that those 9 dots, call it the waffle. Just select that and find Gemini. You can try that there as well. You can go online and type in Copilot. You can go to Perplexity. You can go to Claude, Claude. There are many platforms that you can get started with. But get started. Don't get left behind. Yes, you will feel overwhelmed. Shut your computer, turn it off, go do something else. Have it do something magnificent for you. Even if you're a data analyst and it's public data, it'll organize data for you. But I also want to tell you that it will hallucinate. It can tell you a story that is not true and make some stuff up. So you should verify any information that you get, just like on YouTube or just like when you go on any search engine like Google or Yahoo. Verify the information. Don't let it get too in front of you. Don't let it take over. 10 minutes a day, maybe 3 times a week. If you have access to it at work, use it to help you think smarter and get better. Help it to rethink for you. If you use structured query language or SQL or Python and you're having trouble with that one code, ask it to see if, ask it like, I'm missing something, it's not working, throw it in ChatGPT and see if it'll help fix it. Like, that's, something simple for those of you that are coders. For those of you that need to do a lot of research and maybe it's not your life's work, but you have this 100-page document, the state of California likes to give us in education hundreds of pages of information and you want to read it, I'm the one who will sit and read it. You can go over to ChatGPT as I look at my ChatGPT and upload that document and say, skim this for me and give me the 10 most important things that I should read and then give me the page numbers. Again, you might want to read it, but read it in chunks. Like, summarize the first 10 pages. And if it's a peer reviewed article, what is the main point of this article? Like, why shouldn't I read it based on what I'm doing? Things like that. I mean, don't let it get in front of you. Let ChatGPT be of some help for you. I will say that Cloud and those platforms are really good at the research, but I really do love ChatGPT and what it does for me and how it organizes my information. I can't really speak to the other ones very much, even though I do use them. But those of you that like Google or the OneDrive, Microsoft, and you can organize your folders, that's what ChatGPT can do. It has projects, and those projects are called folders. So if you haven't started yet, start somewhere. Create an account, go to chatgpt.com or openai.com and just hit login, connect it to Google or Microsoft or Apple, or just use your email or phone number and create an account. You can do a free account and have some fun with ChatGPT. If you want to pay for it, great. It does keep your work. You can do more things, not really limited as to how many things you can ask ChatGPT or ask it to help you work on something with, but the free account is fine. You don't need to do more than that right now. For those of you that are watching, thank you for watching. Come back, tell me what you're doing with generative AI. Tell me it's overwhelming, it's too much. And then give me some ideas on what you would like to do. And if it's not working, let me help you with that prompt engineering. Yeah, prompt engineering, prompt formula, making sure you do the right things and ask it to do the right things, just in case you feel like you're doing it wrong. I don't think you are. You can't break it. Just have some fun with ChatGPT. Now, I am going to end, and I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for watching.